Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Industrial Faith. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Factorial Forex, your 15-minute Factorial fix. This is Season 3, Episode 34. We're getting train tracks because we're going to preemptively start running tracks up to the, I guess we'd call it the northeast thing. The northeast moat, causeway, the water obstacle. Whatever it is. So we need to start running tracks up there, and I'm just making sure I have enough science there because we are on our very last science ever. Follow robot count 20. After this, we're done. The only way we might not be done is if I download a mod that requires research for various levels. So I'm not going to take my science completely apart when it's done. I am, however, going to dismantle the vast majority of it. That tree gotta go. Do I not have any ammo? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize you had a different HUD when you were in the... Yeah, I'm out of ammo. So I'm going to sit on the steel and copper line here and make a whole bunch of... Did I sit on the steel? Yeah, that's right, because you need way more copper than you need steel. So when you have your inventory open like that, you can hit E to open your inventory, and if you hit F, you'll pick stuff up, even while your inventory is open, so you can see, oh, I have what I need. Or you can just, you know, do the math, baby. Do the math. Or not. I don't know. So this is probably the only time you want a template, is when you're doing diagonal track, because frankly, running diagonal track is a big giant pain in the butt. It is no fun. So you can either place it one at a time, but you can't really run alongside it. Good grief. That was a yawn that I just had to fight off. What the heck? Maybe I need more coffee. Well, the coffee's almost done. Anyways, so we're running it up, and when you run power cables like that, you have to be careful you're not running power cable. You're not breaking the power cables. So at this point, I have a basic idea of how I want to do the whole thing, but I'm not exactly 100% sure exactly where I want to do everything, if that makes any sense. It should. I think it makes perfect sense. There we go. That's probably the best diagonal run I've ever done in my life or seen anyone do. So here I'm just kind of checking out, where do I want to do the... Where do I want to start the canal? So the main part is I'm just running track up here, and most of what I do, I believe this episode, is just get everything ready for running the resources up here. I'm not going to use my car, unfortunately, for you car lovers. I have no idea why that gap's there, but I put it there. Well, I mean, I'll use my car just to drive around. I'm not going to... I take it back. At one point, I do load some stuff in the car, but it's not because the train's not doing it or whatnot, if that makes any sense. So again, I'm going to look down here, and I'm going to just be like, it's out of... What is this? It's out of stuff. And I put coal in, and it starts running, but it doesn't like the... So I'm worried that that might not be working, so it's an active provider. Like, why isn't this working? So I just throw a big giant chunk of solid fuel in there and say, you know, go. And it goes, and it'll eventually do its thing, and it'll finish, it will complete its mission, and then that's that. And then we get started on the next wing, because I really don't like starting to build the... I don't like the idea of starting to build the rocket factory. That's what I'm going to call the big middle part, the rocket factory. If I haven't already called it that. I don't know. It's going to be the rocket factory. And what am I getting? Getting more stuff, undoubtedly. Track, maybe? I don't know what I'm getting. I'm getting something or other. Checking my robot follower count. We're already... Look at it. We're almost done. So I'm going to pull some of these off, just so we're not... So there's less waste. And at first I did that, and I was like, oh no, this could be bad. And then I went, no, it's not going to be bad at all. I mean, you know, we're moving, we'll get it done eventually. So, what have we got here, lads? Oh, I'm dropping off the stuff that was on the conveyor belts when I ditched the science. And now here you go. That's that's the only rail blueprint you need. Good to go. Yeah, we're done. No. Having that blueprint's almost as good as building a rocket. So the reason you get robots and blueprints and stuff so early is ostensibly what you're supposed to do, is my guess, is you get your robots going, your construction robots, your whoever they are, your construction robots, you get your construction robots, your logistic robots, and you're supposed to use those to build in your factory. And by in your factory, I mean in the area that you're working. You're not supposed to be like I am and run around with 32 robots and build stuff on your own. You're actually just supposed to use it to build stuff in your factory. So at some point I'm gonna start running my car on wood. Drink! 2 drinks for a wall, maybe 3. Just chug the damn thing, whatever it is. Holy moly! 2 trees, 2 drinks. You probably didn't even finish chugging, did you? You lousy bastard. Hurry up! So. Yep, so I'm kind of going, I'm just going to aim it up here. So that's where I'm going to go. And I'm out of landfill, so I can't actually do anything. Drink! And... okay, so that's the rules. If I hit a tree or a wall, or I'm sorry, a tree or a rock, it's 1 drink. If I hit a wall at full speed, you've got to chug. So remember that. This could get dangerous for you. And if it's a glass of water or soda, have a sip of that. Or pop. Soda pop, pop, beedly it up. Here we go. Look at that. A nice green thing in the brown, crappy desert. So here we go. Just starting to run the power and remove the trees and kill the rocks because, you know, why not? And this is just to protect the northern part of the power line should any scurrilous types decide to pay us a small visit. But this is, so what I'm doing is essentially I'm trying to figure out the best way to do all of this stuff. And I think this is the best way to do it is you set up your Maginot Line-esque feature and go from there. So, there we go. And now I can actually start, well, once I actually have some, I can start picking up infrastructure. There we go, that's what it is. If I hit anything natural, it's a drink. If I hit anything that I made, it's 2 drinks. If I destroy it, you have to chug whatever it is you're drinking. Of course, if it's a glass of water, like, you're gonna care, but you know. You made me drink a whole glass of water, and I was drinking water the whole night. I was embarrassed for it, but in the end, I was very hydrated, and that was good. So we've got this guy going, cranking away. So good. I may have to try the other terraforming stuff. What you can do is you can actually just build the entire... I don't know how you build it into... Well, yeah, I can see how you do that. Okay, okay, I've got my noodles working. So, yeah, because I'm trying to figure out how would you connect 2 of these? Well, in my guesstimation, you'd have to kind of set it on its side, plunk it down, and then kind of I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it'll go onto water. So there I was trying to see if I could run power poles beside it and power it that way without using fuel, because then what you could do is you could just, kind of like it's a trolley car in San Francisco or one of those places where they have the old trolley cars that have the big connector on top that connects to the wires. It pulls power into the trolley car because the trolley car is technically electric. I was hoping that's how it worked, but it doesn't. So, but that's not the fault of the mod maker for some random guy to go, "Ooh, how about this? What if it does this?" And the guy's not psychic. The guy, gal, I don't know who made it. I could care less. But okay, science was done. All right, so we're shutting science down. We're doing this by trying to depower everything so it stops making stuff. Now we're actually going to end up repowering part of this. But anyway, so here I'm tearing it down, and I'm tearing it down so it'll just be 10 labs. And I'm actually going to leave it unpowered because the whole point of this is to only have it available if I need to do something with it. Like I said, a mod that requires you to do research. Then we can do that. There's actually too many alien artifacts for me to pick up there. It's kind of funny. So, and now I'm trying to work so it has to feed in on the same side it did before. So I'm trying to be very careful where I put stuff. And here's me clearing up a bunch of stuff. And that's all disconnected. So I'm going to end up with a whole crap ton of yellow inserters. I think I end up just throwing them in a box somewhere. I don't remember what I do with them. It's kind of silly what I do with them, but whatever. So again, just getting rid of the stuff. We don't really need this. So the experiment is over, and I unfortunately have to say that I failed the experiment. My factory was not able to keep up with 20 science labs, and I feel kind of bad for that. So, and if you noticed, I got rid of the wooden box by the purple science, and I'll notice in a minute, and it makes me, and I think it's pretty damn funny personally. There it is. And there's enough. So if something happens, I can easily turn it on, start making it again. It's not a big deal. Now, it's not going to be fast, but we don't care. I mean, heck, I probably can't even support 10 on the structure I just built. I can probably support 5. So here I'm rebalancing the steel because, again, for some reason, it only chews off one side for, I don't know, some reason. It just has its own idea of how things work. Whole bunch of yellow inserters going on. So there's a radar so I can see if the train's at the station. That's the only reason I put that radar there, is because I got tired of guessing where the damn train was. So I know if the train's not there, it's not at the other station, then it's somewhere else. Well, it's somewhere else, but that's vague. Yeah, but somewhere else is not in the 2 places I'm looking, so it kind of narrows it down a skosh. So, oh, are we done? I think we're done. Yes. All right, we have secured ourselves from 2 sides. Our southern border is completely safe, ladies and gentlemen. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, and poorly used Roosevelt quotes. So I'm going to go pick all this junk up because we don't need it. I mean, we don't need roboports down here. We're going to use 1 roboport. That's it. There's nothing else to use. That's what I put in there. I put in stuff so I can clear my inventory and pick stuff up. And the biters, if they eat the concrete, I don't care. I really don't. They can eat all the concrete they want. Concrete. It's delicious. Grows a body 12 ways strong or whatever. No. Doesn't do that. But anyways, I don't care if they eat the concrete because they can't get over the water. They can eat all the concrete they want. It's not going to let them cross the river. And we are wrapping this up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. So have a good night, and bye-bye.